JA New York Summer Show wrapped up today. Drew Losky spoke with us earlier and shared his thoughts about the mood of this summer show.
I think expectations coming into this show were extremely, extremely low. And I don't think that anybody has to reiterate what the condition is of still the marketplace in general, not just the jewelry marketplace, the entire economy. So I feel that we had a good day yesterday. There was activity on the floor. Today I've been on the floor since 10 o'clock, and there's activity again. I think in these kind of situations, this kind of economic climate, anything that these exhibitors and these manufacturers can grasp onto that things are beginning to improve is a great thing. And I think we're seeing it here, that we're seeing some activity. Are we out of the woods yet? By all means, absolutely not. But I feel that, just the fact that we've had a productive day and a half so far, I think it bodes well. And I think it's important to understand that it bodes well. And I think one of the major reasons is that the location of this event. We're in the jewelry capital of the world. We're in New York City. And there's such a vast concentration of retailers within a driving, train, bus distance to this show. And in an economic climate where people are saving on hotels and food and dinners out with customers, I think it's important that if we can have an event like we always had, where we have a regional audience that supports it, I think it's extremely important. And I think we're seeing that. And that's not to say we don't have people from all over the country here, but the fact of the matter is that we have such a vast concentration of retailers within a 250-mile radius is a positive, especially in this kind of economic climate. And I think we're seeing it here. People are doing some business. Are they doing what they expected or what they normally do? If a retailer normally spends 10 and now they're spending 3, we get that all the time. We hear that all the time, but you know what? It's better than if you're sitting home doing nothing, then you know what you have, and that's 0. So we're happy so far, we really are. We're never satisfied, but we're pleased given the climate.
The new designer section of the JA New York show floor was very active. Cindy Edelstein spoke with us about this initiative, which is now in its 4th decade.
You asked me earlier how the designers doing. On a whole, they're feeling the economy just like every other industry, but the barrier to entry is a little different for 2 reasons. One, they tend to be small companies when they start, and 2, they're driven by passion, and you always go a little bit blind to the realities when there's a passion driving you. So designers love making jewelry, and that passion is contagious. Retailers love learning from designers about their processes. Some love the techniques they use, and some love the fashion statement the designer makes, and some just love to make the technical challenge. So you've got an artistic challenge, a technical challenge, or a fashion challenge, and that's where designers excel. I think that energy always livens up a room. Whether business is good or bad, whether sales are up or down, these designers get so turned on by what they're doing. That energy attracts retailers, and I think you can see from the aisles that they're busy. Even in a down economy, these aisles are busy. So JA has a commitment to supporting that for this industry and supporting designers. And it shows because we're still here.
Be sure to check back at diamonds.net for 4 in-depth interviews with these new designers from the JA New York show. Here is a look at how precious metals prices fared this week. For the latest industry news, please visit diamonds.net.